Now, we look at the next one. We're talking about opportunities, okay? Opportunities. All right, we talk about the 10 keys to unlock your full career potential. It's opportunities. And hey, I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not making this up. We just talked about camaraderie, how 40 plus work together as a family. Didn't you say that, Melry? Am I correct?
Absolutely.
I didn't just add this to the presentation. Okay, so not only are you working together, but you have to also look at those opportunities. LinkedIn is an opportunity. Join professional organizations, as you mentioned earlier, is an opportunity. It will help stimulate your thinking. Also, understand the value proposition of your organization. If you are working in an organization, understand the value proposition. What are they striving towards? How can you align your goals, your objectives to what they're doing? Make yourself viable. They need you. Next one, take on additional assignments, projects no one else want to do. If there's certain skill sets you have that you know are unique to you and you do them very well, better than others, that is your superpower. Use your superpower to elevate you in everywhere you go. Guess what my superpower is? Can anybody guess? Write it down and keep it to yourself. All right, here we go. Then afterwards, you need to look at what are you doing after work? Networking. I understand some may have positions right now, some may not have positions right now, but this is even more critical that you begin networking and going to various different networking sites. You can do it virtually and in person, hybrid, whatever you have to do, put yourself in that room. Be open to meeting people. We talked about personality already. Use those characteristics, those strategies I talked about with personality in order to help you in your networking. And last but not least, when you are networking, arrive early. I don't care if it's virtual or in person. Arrive early. Excuse me. Talk with that person that brought you in or that had the advertisement about the networking session. Find out who's going to be in the room. Who's the person I need to talk to? Understand them. Understand the pain points, the areas that they need strengthening in. Understand what are they doing well, the successes. Do your due diligence to understand as much about that networking session as possible so you can put yourself in the best position as possible. And also, I want to go to one other thing. When we talk about more, is more than just the word more. You need to remember more is required of you. So when I look at you, John, when I look at you, Sherry, when I look at you, Michelle, Laura, Karen, Randolph, Judith, Scott, when I look at each and every one of you, I want you to remember there's more. Renee, Alexandra, Mark, Kirk. When I say there's more required of you, I mean that specifically. I mean maximize opportunities with relentless enthusiasm. When there's more required of you, can't sit back and wait for lackadaisical things to happen for you. You need to make sure those things happen for you. Early on, I talked about being an optimist, didn't I? I talked about an optimist and why I'm so optimistic. But guess what? I'm even more than optimistic, ladies and gentlemen. I'm an opportunist too. When I talk about that glass of water that's half full, it's what you call that glass of water half full? Hey, take yourself off me. Tell me what you call it. The mindset.
Optimist.
It's an optimist. Mm-hmm. What do you call the glass of water that's half empty? What do you call that?
Pessimist.
It's a pessimist. What you call a glass of water that is full? It's a realist. It's full. But when you look at an optimistic mindset, you take that glass of water and you drink it and you ask for more. And the reason why that's critically important is sometimes you got to go ahead and take that water. You got to drink it, fill it back up, drink it, and fill it back up. Because when you're drinking that water, that's when you begin to maximize those opportunities before you. That new job, that new position, that new understanding, that new training, that new awareness, that new growth opportunity. you're maximizing opportunities with relentless enthusiasm, meaning you need to have the desire, the passion, enthusiasm in order to get there. So when you want to see destinations that's before you, you need to begin to execute in order to achieve the destinations that are before you. All right. So that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying opportunities. You need to maximize it.